Hey guys, it's Gaza Montana here, the original demo disc player. I hope everyone's doing alright and everything. This video here is for stealing the 50 million in primary and secondary targets for the tier 4 of the Cayo Perico Heist. Now if you're unaware, there has been a nerf to both the secondary and primary targets. So I'm just going to put on the screen here what you are going to be getting now whilst playing the heist on normal for all of these secondary and primary targets. Shout out to Tez2 for putting this out on X. Makes it a lot easier to make this video here. Although I found out that it is actually only on normal, this right here, because I was actually getting a little bit more when I did it on hard yesterday. But yeah, as you can see guys, now we are getting less money for both the ruby necklace and the bearer bonds than what we was getting for the tequila just the other day. Okay, and the tequila is now an absolute joke. The pink diamond hasn't been affected, so if you get the pink diamond, you're basically laughing because it's way better than the new values of those three. And the setup fee has gone up 300%, which is absolutely insane. It's gone up from 25k to now 100k. So you're going to be wanting to hit the elite challenge every time without messing around, guys, even if you're playing it with randoms. Okay, you're going to really want to get that elite challenge to get some of that money back from the setup fee. Secondary loot has all been increased by 10%. Everything besides the gold. The gold is the same. Now, if you do this heist solo, you're going to get a 2 hour and 24 minute cooldown. And if you do it with at least one other player, you're going to get a 48 minute cooldown. So that other player is going to save you 1 hour and 36 minutes. Okay, so you want to do it with another player if you want to run a bunch of heists in a few hours, okay? Otherwise, if you're doing it solo, you're not going to be able to do it unless you're playing the game for like 4 to 5 hours. But you can always do it solo right at the end of your session, so just do it solo and then turn it off. But when you turn the game on, the first heist you do, you're going to want to do this with another player, either a friend or a random. And when you finish all the setup missions and you're in the lobby, as soon as you put it on open, you're going to have people just dropping in the numbers. It doesn't take long at all. Okay, so just kick everybody out until you have at least one player. Or obviously, if you have a friend, invite them. That would be the better option. But if you need a random because no friends are around or anything, then just kick everybody out until you have one. Okay, close. Like as soon as free join, put it on close, and then kick the other two out. Don't always rely on the higher ranked player because lower ranked players sometimes are better than higher ranked players, believe it or not. Okay, ranks can be deceiving in this game. Now guys, we're going to be taking into consideration that you are doing this with a random or a friend that you might not be in too much communication with. You just want to get the heist done, so you don't want to be messing around like explaining too many things, okay? This guide, we're going to focus straight on the most simplest way to do this heist, which is entering straight through the drainage tunnel right at the beginning of the heist, okay? So on the scoping mission, go straight to the communications tower. Now you want to get a nice bit of speed here, make sure the guy in the tower is not looking at you, and jump this ramp here, and then you want to make your way to the communications tower just by following my route here. Now once you get to the tower, hack the tower, and then find out what's in the main compound, what the primary target is, and all of the secondary loots by going through all of the cameras inside the main compound until you find the primary target and all of the secondary loot that is inside of the main compound. Once you've done that, kill yourself or get caught by a guard, so you then spawn back at the plane and then get in a plane and go back to Los Santos. Now, depending on whether you have the Phantom Wedge, it's going to depend on what approach vehicle you want to use. If you've got the Phantom Wedge, use the long fin to enter the island. If you don't have the Phantom Wedge, then use the Casaca to enter the island. That's the approach vehicle you want to pick for the preps. Now, for the next preps, we're going to go on to equipment. You just have to do 3 of these. Never, ever do the demolition charges. Just do the other 3. And with the guns, you always want to go with an aggressor, okay? Make sure you go with aggressor, because that way you get the assault shotgun and you can take out the juggernaut very easily with the shotgun. And that's all the preps you need to do. Completely ignore the disruption category, and you're ready to do the final. Just 5 preps. Now, once you're in the final, if you have the long fin, come in on the main docks and take a right and go straight to the drainage tunnel. If you're in the Kasuka, then you're basically right in front of the drainage tunnel, so you just go straight forward and you're good to go. But once you're in the main compound, I like to bust a U-turn here and go straight for the juggernaut. by taking out this guard here, taking out the camera as well. Be very careful, that camera can see you if you move a little bit too far forward. And once you've done that, take out the Juggernaut, and then take out the guy when he walks into this position here. When he's dead, he can drop a keycard. The guy we killed just before the Juggernaut can drop the gate keys. Once you get the gate key, you want to go straight for the primary target through the basement. I would stay away from El Rubio's office when you're playing this with a random at first. If they want to go up, let them go up. Because the money in El Rubio's personal safe, you can actually get it twice. How it works is, 2 players cannot go up to El Rubio's office at the same time. As you see here, the first player, Brooksy, grabs the money whilst I was hacking downstairs, and then right at the end of the heist here, I now go up and grab it the second time. So we got it twice, and it was different valuations both times. So you could get the maximum twice, you could get the lowest twice, you could get a bit of both. But doing it with a random, you're gonna have to be a bit smart about it, or just try and message them. Now, after you got the primary target, if you already had the second key card because one of the bodies that you killed dropped it, then obviously you grab the secondary loot if there's any in the basement or in any of the other huts. If you don't have the second key card, after you've got the primary, go around killing NPCs until they drop the key card. Okay, and prioritize the gold, guys, especially now. You want to prioritize the gold more than anything. If a random is touching some cash when there's gold, it's going to probably make you want to quit out and find another random at this point because of how low some of the other things are. Now, shout out to Brooksy and everybody on the live stream for some of the footage that you're seeing in this guide. I just wanted to mention that you might want to start grabbing the treasures now from the island when you're doing the scoping mission. You've got 2 on the land that show on the map where you can use the metal detector to find them. They're usually in a pile of dirt unless they're in like a lot of grass. And then the other 2 are going to be in the water. And I'm going to link down in the description a interactive map where it's going to show you where those are. Those change around daily. Okay, so they're 25k each, so that's 100k. That basically get you your setup fee back for at least 1 heist here at daily. Now guys, once you have gotten all of the secondary route in the main compound and you come out, you want to go straight to the left and swim out. You can use either one of the motorbikes in front of you by killing the guards, or just run straight to the left and swim out. Now if you want a more in-depth guide on the main compound, and we're talking about multiple entrances as well as going through the drainage tunnel, check the video out down in the description and in the pinned comment. But guys, it's just a shame that Rockstar have done what they've done, because the players that play the game legitimately are the only ones here are going to be affected, and obviously the new players. Because, you know, people that have the pink diamond and have a statue always, because they just close the app over and over again and they never have to do a setup mission ever again. And the people that do glitches through walls to get the gold, because those 2 have not been at all affected, you know, those secondary and primary targets. So it just seems like whatever you do when you try to play this game properly, you just get punished, and people that actually cheat don't get punished. You know, not anymore anyway, because it used to happen back in the day, but it's been a long time since I've heard about a ban wave. But that's pretty much it for the guide, guys. I hope that this has been helpful, getting that 50 million. I'm about halfway there, and I shall get there eventually. This is not going to stop me. It's going to slow me down a bit, but it ain't going to stop me. So have a lovely day, guys. Godspeed. I'll see you the next one, and peace out.